today's podcast, we have a special guest with us, Dr. Smruti Ranjan Nayak. He is a London-based author and management professional, educated at Oxford, Harvard, MIT, and IIM. He is the creator of the Gita Grid, a framework applying the wisdom of the Bhagavad Gita to ethical leadership and decision-making. His work has been featured in Hindustan Times, Zee News, Outlook, and leading media houses. He was honored with the Ratna Shri Puraskar 2026.
Hello and welcome to the podcast by the Literature Times. Today we are joined by Mr. Smruti Ranjan sir for his latest release on Battlefield to Boardroom. Hello and welcome, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thanks a lot to you for giving me an opportunity to discuss about my book, and thanks a lot to the Literature Times.
Definitely, sir. Sir, we would love to have a small introduction about yourself for the readers and the viewers.
I'm Dr. Smruti Ranjan Nayak, currently based in UK. The basic, how my journey, my transition from profession, because I'm in information technology profession. I have done my post graduation and MBA from the Indian Institute of Management, IIM. Then I transitioned to UK, started my journey in management background and also information technology. And while I got an opportunity to have my quality study in Harvard, MIT, and Oxford, during the class, what I realized, one of the class, my professor told me, in the entire class, you should focus on process excellence, not too much obsessed with the result. So then it immediately cracked in my mind. See, the latest research what Harvard, MIT, and Oxford and our IIM is providing, the same exactly the principle has been given 5,000 years ago, Bhagavad Gita. Then while I proposed to them, see, the latest research, how is in coherence with our timeless wisdom of the Bhagavad Gita, that started the journey. And we discussed with the latest research report and integration of the neuroscience. So that gave me an ample opportunity to more strive and more into inquisitive or inquire into and research into our how to seamlessly integrate the wisdom or Bhagavad Gita with the latest management, and to how can, as I rightly said, how can a leader within every one of us. So that my book journey started, I wrote it, and luckily, thanks a lot. It has been well accepted and liked by many readers. So it has given a very practical impact both on leadership. They have truly retained values from the book. So I'm very happy for that. Thank you.
Definitely, sir. So you almost answered my first question, but anyways, I would just love to have a detailed explanation that from a battlefield to boardroom is based on ancient wisdom. What inspired you to bring this old age insights into today's leadership world?
As I have explained to you, the most now what you see that wisdom from the Bhagavad Gita is not the relic of the past. It is a living metaphor. Currently, because I have been working last 15 to 20 years here across the globe, I have good experience. So what I feel in the boardroom, there is a strategic dilemma, ethical dilemmas. Most critical, you see, there is a conflict, moral and ethical dilemmas, pressure out of performance or whatever it may be. So that creates disalignment that I saw. Even though we are armed with the technology skill, we are more into the outward journey rather than inner consciousness. And if that wisdom is going to follow, that is Bhagavad Gita, as we are taking it as a wisdom, not a religion, right? So that the current dilemmas, ethical dilemmas, conflicts, and most critical part, the stress. Most of the executives, top leaders, they're under stress. That is how to align those values, how to bring balanced out of chaos, and inner equanimity. That was my basic object. That was the envision that I have envisioned.
Definitely, sir.
Hope it answers
your first question. You call your definitely, sir. And sir, your book, you call your book a awaking rather than a guidebook.
Yeah,
So, what do today's leaders need to awake to?
absolutely. It is a very, very most important question which you have asked. See, today, as I have told you, we are more into outward journey rather than inner consciousness. You see, when we are taking a decision, something happen in neurochemistry, a neurochemical balance is happening within us, right? So, awakening is
Definitely.
awakening is most critical part of the awakening is have self consciousness. To understand the oneself, to understand the one's own purpose, one purpose of the life. If the our inner consciousness is aligned with our outer objective, then only we can have a balanced state of mind to take a very integrated and conscious decision that will create sustainable value for the organization and the society. you know so awakening, very clearly I see awakening from the within, connecting with the self, connecting with the one's inner purpose.
Definitely, sir.
Thank you.
And sir, your book talks about balancing profit and principles. Why is that balance so hard for leaders, and why does it matter so much now?
Absolutely. See, balancing profit and purpose, most critical, the profit is the result of a decision, right? If the decision
Yeah.
is taken, most critical, if we think that profit will be short term or long term for sustainability,
Mm.
the decision, the profit comes out of decision, and the decision comes from, as a previously I said, from inner consciousness. When the leader is taking a decision,
Mhm.
what state of mind he is taking, what is his purpose, whether the purpose is aligned with profit or not. Correct. If purpose is
Definitely.
aligned with the profit, it is sustainable. A trust is created. That is most critical. Trust is the most important currency, not the profit at the moment. Most critical part sustain. It is not only to earn profit in short term, because we have seen many organizations has collapsed, though they are very profitable at the beginning,
Mm.
they could not sustain
Yeah.
because of not sustainability, because of the trust, because of the value they have created that did not sustain. So most critical when you are taking a decision, because decision, always we should think profit is the end. We should not too much obst. I will discuss in the later, because
Yeah.
how I have aligned the reason is when we are taking decision, some you know the our neuroscience, the neurochemical balance is happening within us. We
Yeah.
need to understand. That is my the beauty of book. See why I brought the book. I brought the book with Bhagavad Gita's ancient wisdom, but
Mm.
absolutely confirmed by modern science and neurology. You know, when you took the
Definitely.
decision, which impact? Because I will come across with you. Too much obsession with the result. When you are trying to create profit, I'm giving an example. If
Yeah.
we are too much obsessed with the result, what happens? Our neurocortex, it blocks alternative pathways. When we are only obsessed with the profit, so we lack that consciousness how to bring process innovation, process excellence, right? That neuro things,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
neurocortex, our too much obsession, neuro balance, chemical balance, what it obstructs alternative pathways, you know. So that is my question, to bring a striking balance, profit with the pressure and meaning with metrics, yeah.
Definitely. Definitely, sir. And in simple terms, what is the Gita Grid and how does it help leaders to make better decisions?
Wonderful question. That is my innovation that I want to bring to the world, that is my object. See, being a management student, I know how the grade will help to understand what we are, who we are, right? So, Gita Grid, first important, most critical part, most critical thing, who I am, what is my inner purpose. It is a striking balance between four questions.
Yeah.
First important. The second is most critical part. What is my role? Is my role is absolutely in coherence with my purpose? Third most critical part of the grid. What is my action at the moment? What I need to do? You know what happened with Arjuna? That is, the decision paralysis. He could not know exactly,
Yeah.
could not take the decision. What I need to do now? Ethical dilemmas are there. Chaos. His forefathers, his entire family is in front of in the battleground. What should the decision is going to be taken by the Arjuna? That is called decision paralysis, right? So, what are the conscious action now I have to take?
Yeah.
And the fourth, last part, last not least, is the consequence. What are the ripple impact I am going to create, not only for me, not only for my
Yeah.
organization, and society at large. You know, so that I wanted. One should be a flow state. In order to bring to the flow state, one must be juggle between these four questions. If you have successfully answered, then your you will have a charismatic leadership, which has a great ripple impact. And when most critical, the people think that they need to be compelled, they need to perform from the within their heart. You have to create that impact within the
Yeah.
organization. So people should contribute from their self. They should be inspired to contribute, not compelled to contribute.
Yeah. Definitely, sir.
Thank you.
And so, beyond fear, reward, and ego, how can leaders truly inspire their teams?
Absolutely. We need to understand there is a very technicality here. How the fear comes. Okay. The fear comes
Mm.
uh, because too much obsession with the result. If we think, oh, this need to happen, this is not going to happen. So what happens?
Mhm.
The fear go to see why depression is happening nowadays, why too much obsession is happening, and
Mm.
why the issue, why the fear based control is there. Two things. First important thing, most critical part, too much obsession with the result. If will too much, as I have already explained to you, if too much obsession with the result, our neurochemistry, plasticity, and neurochemical balance happens. Our neurocortex blocks alternative pathways, as I have rightly said to you. And we should not
Yeah.
too much ups with the result, the first thing. So fear will go. And if why the ego comes when we are not detached. We think we are the controlling. The I factor comes. You know what I am
Yeah.
thinking, but one should broaden the vision. One should think what should be the best. As I write four question in the Gita Grid I tell, we should always understand what is my role, what is whether the decision I'm taking is it aligned with the purpose. Third, what is my right ethical action in order to coordinate with my purpose. And the fourth important in this impact, if you are aligned on this way, see, first important thing, fear will go. Second, from ego to from self consciousness to a broader public welfare of the society, of your team, of your company organization. So when you will broaden your vision, that this is the main object of this book, is that to you know you should perform without fear, you should perform without ego, you should perform within every
Yeah.
second of your journey will be blissful, so that you will enjoy your purpose. And it not only it will create a huge impact on the society, it will have sustainable value in the society. So you will be sustainable and very charismatic and very inspiring leader. I want to bring, see, outward things is only the result that is coming from inner consciousness. My object is here to understand. See, we are
Yeah.
leading the organization. Always I speak about in the organization, in my team, when I propagate the value of this Gita. So one should always think,
Yeah.
see, we are making the organization. See, the question we are asking, that is absolutely will be required for each and every leader. Everyone, say there is a leader within every one of us. We have to, I can add your first question, how to I can. That question is impacting here as well.
Yeah.
Did you get me? So that is
Definitely.
the, if we
Yeah.
are, see, we are managing the organization. We are managing billion people. We are managing $1 billion profit. But who is managing us? Have we answered? Have we
Yeah.
questioned to us? If we will question to us who is managing us,
Yeah.
you just saw technical glitch. See, if you are going to take a decision, something will happen. So you got a news. Someone is unwell in your family. something happened to a friend, something happened to your team, and you see, you are able to give an example in your, you were giving a demo in your computer and computer crashed. So whatever the reason it may be. But at that moment of chaos, how you will maintain your balance? That the wisdom Bhagavad
Yeah.
Gita wants to bring, you know. So from chaos to clarity, I clearly state, from
Okay.
pressure to purpose. That is my object.
Um,
Pressure to purpose, from chaos to
Definitely.
clarity. That is my
Yeah.
object to bring within. To bring a stita bhagya. You know, you should not too much, worry at a difficult time, and you must too much elated, at when at the end, or celebrate any success, because it is short lived. That means you are not balanced your chemical flow, dopamine. I will come to it. There is a very important thing at the end. I will tell how dosa, I have created dosa, dosa, how the neurochemistry. So
Okay.
this book will very readers are really liking, because we scientifically we are proving things. The wisdom of Bhagavad Gita,
Yeah.
neuroscience, and modern management principles, right? The Gita Grid, absolutely, that great.
Yeah.
We have brought exactly, that is the latest management research. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Absolutely, sir. And so, what makes Battlefield to Boardroom different from a typical leadership or management book?
Yes, wonderful question. Typical management books, they learn you how to learn the skill, what to do. Exactly what you need. Typical other books or management books or research, they do what you need to do, what are the skills you need to, what are the performance. But these books give you the mirror, who you are, what is your purpose. That is that shows you mirror, to what extent you are aligned with your inner consciousness. You know, so in this way, I think a little bit of this book is different, because if your journey starts from inner consciousness, then you can successfully manage the outer world. Did you get me? So that in this way, this book is different.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. So we can just say that the other books, those are just written formulas that you can go through this.
Exactly.
If you're going through this, you can do this and that. And this books ask yourself, your consciousness,
Exactly.
that what are you going to do as a person?
Exactly. Absolutely, ma'am. That's the reason. So that it will be sustainable. Because you
Okay.
see, organization, the people think only the profit will give, the lucrative, they will for the sustenance. No. In many organizations, you see, the important is the leader's purpose,
Yeah.
organization's purpose, and the employees or the team's purpose must be aligned. In my book, you will go through, as you rightly said the question, I always propagate. You go through the book, you will
Yeah.
understand. I have given a very good case study at the very chapter, very beginning of the book. Cora Petro. How Panbatek, just I'm
Yeah.
giving an
Yes.
example in the book, I'm just quoting from the book. In Panbatek, what happens?
Yeah.
The Arjun Mehra, my character, who is resembles to Arjuna,
Mm.
and Cora
Yeah.
Petro, who is Duryodhana Duryadi in the book, if you have read in, most of them. So what happens? Arjuna going through ethical very decision paralysis at the moment, when a dishonest company want to take over their company in a dishonest motive, giving them higher value, 300 million, whatever is the value, because people
Yeah.
reader will understand, so that they will take over the company, they will take over the company for the higher profit. But what Arjun Mehra is doing, Krishna Menon is guiding his guiding force. He is telling, see, what is the purpose of our company? If they, even though they gave the greed of giving their money huge profit, but they did not adhere to that.
Yeah.
They aligned with their purpose, and at the end, what Kaurav Petro has offered them, they gained, they made the profit 10 times more. Do you know? People thinks, you see, people what thinks? See, karmane badagrasta mapalisu kadachana. Very nice example this book will teach you. Our Karma Yoga tells, believe me, Karma Yoga tells in Bhagavad Gita's wisdom, everyone should understand that Karma, you should not too much off with the profit. Why it has been told to you? The reason is, as I already told you, your neurocortex that is blocked. So detachment does not
Yeah.
means that disengagement. See, people think Bhagavad Gita is a religious thing that is telling us we should not think about the result. If we should not think about the result, how we will perform? It is a misconception.
Yeah.
Bhagavad Gita does not tells you don't think of the result. It tells you a conscious detachment from obsession. It is not telling you disengaged with the
Yeah.
action. Got me? It is not telling to see detachment does not mean that disengagement, right? Detachment
Yeah.
means you should not too much obsessed with the result. In case you did not achieve
Yeah.
that, in case you did not achieve that, you goes to depression. You goes to
Yeah.
dilemmas. And within
Yeah.
that dilemma, you will lose everything. You will lose the very purpose, the very inner consciousness, purpose of the organization.
That's
See how the
yeah.
timeless wisdom of Bhagavad Gita is absolutely relevant in this modern management, in this modern tool, technology driven organization. People, everyone should read. I'm not boasting or I'm not taking things. I'm telling people should read that book. That has come from my
Yeah.
conscious research on both after going through management research. So, in this way, I'm hoping this book will create a sustainable impact on the society beyond religion. This book, ma'am, you will not believe, readers, most of the people were thinking I should clarify in this podcast, this Bhagavad Gita, this book will be religious.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not. The wisdom is for everyone, every
Definitely.
soul. Everyone has inward journey. So
Definitely.
this book is beyond religion. This book is beyond geographical boundaries. People are writing in India. People are liking this book in UK because I have studied in the US. People are liking from the US, Japan, Europe, everywhere people are. So beyond Hinduism, beyond what I'll tell, no other religions, Christianity, Muslims. So all of my friends are liking that. So this book, it's how it is differ. It is beyond religion. It is purely based on management science, purely based on human conscience and wisdom, and it is based on scientific values, neurochemistry, what is happening within us, emotion. We are every one of us going through emotion, volatility, emotional
Definitely.
imbalance, isn't it? Flow state.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
Definitely.
absolutely, man. Thanks a lot.
Okay, sir. So, sir, you speak about moving from stress to strength. What is the first mindset shift leaders need to make?
Past, exactly. Past important connect with yourself, clearly understand your purpose, clearly aligned your action with your purpose. That is the most critical part. If your action is aligned with your purpose, don't be too much obsessed with the result. Try alternative pathways always, because as simple a success, what is that? Trying more failure? Success is absolutely
Yeah.
not, you will think, oh, absolutely, it is, I am need to get success. No, failure is nothing. Failure is always one time, once more. Isn't it? Failure happens
Yeah.
sometimes. So you should not juggle only through the failure. No, the more you will align with yourself, you should understand what is the success mean. Success, most critical, I want to clear. Success for me is what may not be for you. Right? So most people should think
Yes.
exactly what is the definition of the success. There is nothing called failure. Only trying once more. That is most critical part. And so people should not fear. People should not let them to be controlled through chaos. One should be absolute,
Yeah.
have clarity of thought, action, and impact. Then they can come over. They
Definitely.
can avoid stress. They can avoid chaos. Right. So and at the moment of
Yeah.
chaos and stress, you cannot produce the best decisions. You cannot produce the result, because we have to leave it to the rest. If you are doing correct, if your purpose, your action, your and impact is aligned, then leave to the rest. Because one, we need to understand, we do not have controlling power for everything. We cannot control everything. We can control our emotion, we can control ourselves, but what is beyond our control, if we want to control that, so definitely, the stress will come. Right? So
Stress will come. Yeah.
don't attach yourself to your action. Then problem arises, then conflict arises,
Yeah.
then illusion arises. My book here is not only to add skill, but to add, not to, important is to distract illusion, to deduct illusion, you know Your illusion,
Yeah.
see, we are going, the problem happens when we are moving through illusion. That is called Maya. People think that is religion. No. The Maya, Krishna,
No.
Lord Krishna has profined Maya. Maya is nothing but illusion. Right? And which is
Yeah.
happening every day with
Yeah.
us. Every state of
Def-
every stage of the life, isn't it?
Definitely, sir. And sir, do today's leadership challenges resemble the dilemmas faced in ancient battlefields? Can you share an example?
Absolutely. Arjuna, you see, in the middle of the battlefield, when he saw his kith and kin, a decision paralysis happened within him. Right?
Yeah.
Decision paralysis happened. Oh, I am unable to do the, I am in the battleground. Everyone there in the
Mhm.
battlefield. What I will do? Oh, Krishna,
Yeah.
I can't do battle. I can't hold my arrow at this moment. What happened to that? Neuroscience is coming to here. Right? When he was too much asked exactly with kith and kin, what will happen? What I will do? See, here, there is decision paralysis happened at that moment. I do not know exactly
Definitely.
what I need to do. When I do not know what I need to do, I'm in a state of paralysis. I cannot move an inch.
Yeah.
And that is happening in modern boardroom. Difficult decisions are arising. My case study, Arjun Mehra, what Arjun in battlefield in Kurukshetra, in the boardroom here, Arjun Mehra is in same state of mind, decision paralysis state. What sort of decision he has
Yeah.
to take? Whether he has to think about the company, whether he has to take up the employees, their families, or the offer which maliciously Cora Petro gave. And is this data, is this highly technology world, technology evolving, business evolving. So critical decision is what to do for my company, what to make or break. Every state, because fast test technology, AI is coming. So most of the
Yeah.
employees are losing up the jobs. You have seen that now is happening. AI is doing everything, right? Most of
Yeah.
the thing. So how a leader should take a decision, to balance technology and the people, right? And
And
our
the people.
purpose,
Right.
exactly. So that sustenance and well-being of the society will happen, and what we need it, and we all envisioned it. We wish it, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, sir. And sir, how can young leaders and entrepreneurs apply these timeless ideas in fast-moving, high-risk environments?
Exactly. As I fast moving, most critical part is, see, technology. We have seen how technology is evolving. Modern leaders, youngsters, entrepreneurs highly should think exactly how they can create value. Most critical, see, they can get data, but how they should awaken themselves. As the very first question you have asked, I am again coming to that. They should bring equanimity, a flow state of mind, a balanced state of mind. They should understand emotion happens. They should understand what is their purpose, whether they are creating for the profit. Most they should understand, ought to bring process innovation, excellence, or to bring creativity. What they want, have what they wish. See, technology can give them data, but a awakened
Yeah.
leader can give a conscious direction. The company should move ahead to attain its object, to a purpose. So youngsters should see, they should not too much outcome. No, first see exactly where you stand, and see sincerity and hard work. That is the basic thing. People should think that. They should not think short term always. The problem happens, they want,
Yeah.
we have to achieve everything in a minimum span of the time. Everything has a process. One should be very process aligned. In order to have a tree to bear the fruit, it goes through the process. Seed, then becomes tree,
Yeah.
flower, leaves, then only fruits come, right? And people think today
Yeah.
immediately I will put an action, and next day the result will be there. So it is disintegrated, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Absolutely.
more important things, they should understand what is the karma, their duty, as I have rightly said there. They should vividly think. Second, most critical, sthita pragya, which most critical, most important wisdom from Bhagavad Gita, to be balanced. Too much not worry, too much not elated. Third, bhakti. They should be completely focused. They should be loyal to their purpose. You know, the moment, the one thing is lacking, what I see, the bhakti yoga, which is doing, you should too much loyal to your purpose, to your organization, to yourself, to your organization. That loyalty is not having there, you know. And the fourth, Jnana
Yeah.
Yoga. That see, you should know exactly what is different state of mind, what are gunas, three gunas. A lot of things need to discuss exactly. Sattva, tamas,
Yeah.
rajasic, sattvic, tamasic, sattvic, rajasic, and tamasic. They should think that when they are doing some action, they should pause. I always say,
Hmm.
pause with purpose. Give yourself a pause, rethink, realign, right? That is most critical part,
Yeah.
things I want to let the message pass to the youngsters, the young entrepreneurs, modern leaders,
Mhm.
we may be. So they should pause with the purpose. They should understand their flow of their thought, which is more, I explained to you, you know, sattvic, exactly whether it's pure
Yeah.
with purpose. Rajasic,
Absolutely.
whether they are
Absolutely.
only to celebrate the profit. And tamasic, you know,
Yeah.
lethargic, not to perform anything, to have everything, you know, not to work, to
Yeah.
have the fruit. Correct? How
Yeah.
their action is aligned with their
Correct,
thought to
sir.
Jnana Yoga. So you should, your karma, Jnana, Bhakti, and Sthita Pragya. So what a great
Yeah.
wisdom. No, that 5,000 year ago, the what we gave to the world, people should understand now.
Yeah.
Then only you can bring, see,
Yeah.
you can see everyone is stressed. Family, they are stressed with the family, stressed with the kids, stressed with the business, stressed with the team, and unable to sleep properly. If so, that
Definitely.
is happening. That is the strong message. Align your values, connect yourself, think what you are, think about inner consciousness. That I want to bring forth.
Absolutely. Absolutely, sir. So, thank you so much, sir, for joining us today and sharing your insights with us. And it was great knowing your journey about your book, your insights, your story. And it was really inspiring for the young leaders and the entrepreneurs there, the young people who are boardroom, we can say. And yeah, thank you so much for joining us today. And I really hope to have you here again with us.
Absolutely, ma'am. Thanks a lot. It is wonderful giving me an opportunity. To before leaving, two things I want to convey the message. Go through the book, read the book, please.
Yeah.
Every chapter, read every sentence. You
Yeah.
will enjoy it. You will connect with
Yeah.
your day-to-day activities to make yourself stress-free, aligned with the long-term budget. Two chapters I will strongly recommend people to study. Gita Grid, a new innovation, so that you will all your action, thought, result have a ripple impact. You can just. And my chapter 21, people said dosa. I have brought dosa. How that in pure
Yeah.
neurochemistry, you know, dopamine. How dopamine, over stress dopamine, imbalance dopamine impacting our decision making, right? Our
Yeah.
oxytocin, you know, oxytocin, S
Yeah.
serotonin, A, oxytocin,
Yeah.
how those four chemical, neurochemical balance has impact on our thought, our loyalty, that is trust factor that's happening, what are the obsession, fourth important, our loyalty, path, balanced state of mind, and our ability to innovate and to make us very proactive. People should think about that. Whenever they are feeling low, they should understand why, what is happening within us. They should open the book, they should read
Mm.
wherever the wisdom is, so that they will continue their
Definitely.
journey with a flow state of
Yeah.
mind, with the wisdom of Bhagavad Gita, and whatever the book they are going to have it. Knowledge.
Sure.
Thank you.
Surely, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for your thoughts and wisdom.
Most welcome, ma'am. I'm once again grateful to you, to Literature Times,